Hello and welcome to 3 Men and a Let's Play. I'm Mike.
I'm Chris.
And I'm Pierce.
We're playing Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo.
So tell us, Mike, who is Link today?
Today Link is a little green dude, but he is being played by Mike.
Can we call him Little Green?
We could call him Little Green, but that would be a derivative.
A derivative?
But I'm fine with that. Not that that's the problem.
I can take it or leave it.
Alright, so what should the name be? I'll just do Malp. 3 Malp.
Malp.
Is that going to be like our cool adventurer name, Malp?
So anytime we do it, it's always going to be Malp?
For now. 3 Men.
Oh,
and,
I was just going to call him Malp. Just all one word, just Malp.
I like Malp better. We're going to think too much about this.
We're not thinking too much.
I think too much all the time.
Malp.
3 Men and
LP.
Let's play. Perfect.
Malp.
LP. Yeah.
So we're going on this great adventure. Help me. Please, help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda.
That's a pretty name.
The wizard, Aghanim, has done something to the other missing gals. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the 7 wise men's seal. I'm in the dungeon in the castle. Please help me.
Mel, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house.
I just want to go back to bed. It's a rainy night. I don't want to do shit.
I don't have my raincoat. My uncle's just have to clean that shit up.
I got the lamp. Now I can light torches and see my way in darkness. I'm short on magic.
Malp loves lamp.
Malp loves lamp.
Malp love lamp.
I'm sure glad Link didn't leave the house. He's such a good boy.
I was supposed to watch my pet fish. I hope it don't drown.
Like his mom.
I love it, even though it's the middle of a storm, you're like, whoa, gotta put
I'm
some weeds.
glad I exposited about the fate of Link's parents while Link's not around.
Oh, what does this guy have to say? I guess I should talk to him.
Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. It's raining out. What the fuck you doing out here? ...
Link just doesn't say anything ever. By the way, Link, I'm doing the voice of Link. I hope you enjoy my performance.
So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Help me! I'm in the dungeon of the castle. I know there is a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside.
So,
come into my hole, Link.
How does a bush obscure a hole?
Very carefully. It's like...
Oh, I guess that's like people.
You just try...
Mal, I didn't want you involved in this. I told you not to leave the house. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade. Hold down the B button. Then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Mal, you can do it. Save the princess. Zelda is your
sister?
Did you just assume who I was?
So is that the ancient technique? He just spins in a circle?
Yes.
Woo! This was passed down by my uncle, who was a kindergartner.
Mal, I'm the ghost of your guardian, uncle. We never really clarified who I was to you. Either way, keep on progressing through the dungeon. I will be here to guide you. Think of me as your fairy, your navigator, your navvy.
Oh god, no.
So did you guys...
Hey, listen!
Oh god. Did you guys ever beat the ones that were on the Game Boy?
Yes, actually.
Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I beat
I just remember...
the Windfish one.
I just remember I would always get super far into those games, and then that would be it.
What was the one that came before that on the Game Boy?
That's A Link to the Past. Or no, sorry. This is A Link to the Past. That one is
There was Oracle
Link's
of
Adventure.
Ages.
No,
Link's Adventure was the Game Boy one.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Because I just remember getting like flippers and then the Barchomp on a chain.
Yeah, the Link's Awakening, because they had the Yoshi and the Claw game.
Yeah, and that was like the first trade mission.
Yeah.
But it was only like was it the third Zelda? No,
That was the one.
It came after this.
That was the one you would get a shovel in.
Yes,
And you just walk
dug
around.
for
So that was
seashells.
4. Because then after that, the next Game Boy one was Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons.
But yeah, I never played the one
Yeah.
that you would.
have a strategy guide for
Both
that
games
shit.
would
man.
connect with each other. I think it was.
Yeah, if you play through one game, you get a secret code and you can put it in the beginning of the next game and you start with all your shit. So you can play through the next game with like New Game Plus, but with all your shit.
Bam.
And it's awesome because the games are different and you get different shit.
This is another one that I've always gotten far into.
Do you guys want to play Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons on
We
the show?
could. That's always. I've never played them.
We might be able to get because we have the Super Game Boy.
Actually, because
the
they're
Super
Game
Game
Boy
Boy.
Color games, we
Yeah.
can't use Super Game Boy, but we can use the Game Boy Advance player for the GameCube.
I have that attachment, but I don't have the disc.
We can get the disc. We can easily get the disc.
Then we have everything.
People in the comments, if you want to be kind and send us the disc,
Yeah.
leave a comment.
We don't want to use emulators.
All 3 listeners, if one of you happens to have it.
What? Everyone began to act strangely after Aghanim took over. I suppose it's only a matter of time before I'm affected.
Actually, I was talking to Ant-Man about that shit.
Oh, whoa.
Which I think is cool. We could say Ant-Man because it's not his real name, so I don't have to worry about it. So he's not like brought
Well,
up.
now the comment section are gonna go crazy because they don't know it.
They'll be like, "Who's Ant-Man?" Ant-Man
God.
is a friend of ours.
Yeah, he's a superhero.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool guy. He's probably listening right now. Word up, Ant-Man. Love you. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Ant-Man. Or, Game Boy.
Game Boy. Oh yeah, Game Boy player. That's right.
Yep.
We were talking about. I think he said he was also looking for one. So somebody around us is gonna be finding a fucking Game Boy player, and I'm pretty sure that Mickey and Amber have. Oh shit. Whatever. Mickey and Amber have the 2 games that we need. So, boom.
So we have a back catalog.
We have
for it.
we have the ability. We have the capacity to play that
But
game.
so what was the first Zelda game that you beat?
Link's Awakening.
Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time was for me. The one I enjoyed the most was Majora's Mask.
Ocarina of Time was not only the first Zelda I beat, but I'm pretty sure it was the first Zelda I ever really played. Nope. The first Zelda I ever played was Link's
That's
Awakening.
such a dick move. He's just like, that's a really deep hole. I wonder. Oh! Hey, what Jeff? Oh, God damn it!
I've
You'll
got
be
an
with
interesting
Jeff soon.
story for you guys.
I'll be
So-
the judge of that.
Shut up. Okay, so story. Sit me lot, boys. It's story time. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So long ago, I was a youngster, and I have an older brother and an older sister. And one Christmas, my mother got my brother for Christmas. Wow, that was a dumb sentence. She got him a Game Boy, an original Game Boy Pocket, I believe. And she got him Mario and Wario and The Legend of Zelda. And those were his 3 games and the Game Boy, and that were all his gifts this whole year. That was it. It was all the gifts he got from everybody. Like, they all pulled in to get, like, fucking... Because back at the time, that was, like, you know, $100 for the Game Boy, and then $50 per game or whatever. So that was a lot of cash to drop. And it was just... I remember it was so daunting, because under the tree that year, me and my sister had our big piles of whatever, and then my brother just had those 4 lone gifts individually wrapped to make it look better. And it made it look worse. So he got that, and he loved the game.
Boomerang.
Oh, I got my first or
then-
second item.
And then later on, my brother ended up getting a Game Boy Color, and he gave me the Game Boy as a hand-me-down. And that's when I first got my hands on Zelda. And I loved it. And I played the shit out of that and Wario 3 and a little bit of Mario. We're probably going to do some Wario 3 here on the show.
Oh,
But yeah, so I was like, I love this game. I played the shit out of it. I got really far into it. Then we moved, and one day I couldn't find my game. And I was like, shit, you know, I'm assuming it's just somewhere we haven't unpacked it yet. Because I remember seeing it, but I didn't have my Game Boy. And I had lost my Game Boy in the move, so I couldn't play it anyway. And then one day, I guess it fell out of my pocket. And one of my buddies came up to me later on and goes, dude, look, I found a copy of The Legend of Zelda for Game Boy on the side of the road. And I was like, dude, that's rad. And then he started playing it, and I was like, neat. And I didn't think anything of it until like weeks later, and it dawned on me.
Thank you, Mal. Whoa. I had a feeling you were getting close. Mal, listen carefully. The wizard is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. I fear the worst for my father. There's a crab somewhere. The wizard is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Did you understand?
What?
God damn it. Mal, listen carefully. You're still not listening to me. Did you understand?
Whatever.
All right. Let's get out of here before the wizard notices. I know a secret path, but first, we must go to the first floor.
I'm coming down the dungeon. I hope there's no shit going on down here that I'd notice.
Wait, my chest. Wait, check my chest, Link.
My chest! She rips her dress open. Check it! Hurry!
I had one ruby in there.
Throw me on the table, you man!
So continue your story about the Game Boy.
Yeah. So it dawned on me several weeks later that the copy of Legend of Zelda that was on the side of the road that my buddy found was mine that I had dropped. Like a day before.
Oh, damn.
So he ended up got my copy, and like there was no way I could tell him that because he wouldn't believe me. And even if he did, what could I do with the game that I got back? I didn't have a Game Boy, so I was like, fuck it, let him have it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I ended up losing my
That's a
Game
cool story,
Boy at
though.
one point. The Game Boy I lost had my red version in it right before I took on the Elite Four. So I never beat the original red until much later in my life.
Excuse me. I was like that with a couple games, but I know Pokemon I beat.
We gotta do a Nuzlocke.
I'm totally down
gosh.
for a Nuzlocke.
Like
Like an original Gen Nuzlocke? Yellow Nuzlocke?
Yellow's the first one we have access to right now without me having to complete the Pokedex on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, for anybody listening, I'm still trying to complete the original Pokedex. I'm in the middle of playing both red and blue. So those are tied up right now.
So
Otherwise,
this is time-stamped, everybody, so believe it, he's going to be a Pokemon master.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of timestamp, actually,
how are we doing?
Let's go ahead and we're going to call this to a quick close. Find out next time what happens to the princess. What happens to Link?
What are you gonna do to me, Link?
You have
In
no...
between episodes. Oh, no.
Yeah, Link, don't forget, Zelda is your...
I'm so fucking done with all this.